God has offered us Christ, a means of salvation and a faith we build on. The mystery is that many people consciously turn away from his offer of mercy that was intended to be the foundation of their lives, the basis of their hope, and the steadfast rock on which they could build their temple home. We are free to accept or reject Christ's offer. If we reject it, we remain cut off from communication with him. But that doesn't mean that he is cut off from communicating with us. We just are cutting off ourselves from him when we reject him. Christ's message continues to exercise his influence. I heard him say at the Super Bowl that you can't fake influence. So Christ's message continues to exercise his influence, no matter, not just on the believer, but on the unbeliever as well. Maybe it's in our walk to work when we pass the church and read the Sunday sermon title on the marquee. Christ is still preaching and still teaching, and God is still talking. Maybe it's at the jewelry store when we go in to get us some bling to adore on our already weighted down body, and we pass a case full of golds. Christ, crosses, Christ, God is still talking. And maybe it's on TV when we hear the commercials about how Jesus gets us. Maybe it's from mouth of the co-worker who stops to pray before lunch. Maybe it's grandmama who challenges us at Christ every time we see him. You cannot hinder the message of salvation from its influence on the world just because you rejected it. No. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, I cannot hinder it because Christ is still talking. God is still speaking. Is there anybody that said on the way to church this morning, I got a word from the Lord, and it came through the radio, it came through my daughter, it came through my son. Do anybody know